Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you do not miss the next time that I do post. For today's video, I want to talk about how you can help yourself to save money and just things that you can do that's not gonna break your bank, break your pockets when you are going to nursing school. If you're someone like me, you do not like having to take out student loans. And I think everyone should not like to take out student loans. But there might be someone strange out there who likes that. I don't know. Y'all into some weird things. But the first thing I want to say about nursing school and finances, nursing school is very expensive. Even if you go to a state school, community college, it is still on the pricier side to attend nursing school just because you do need to buy a lot of equipment outside of just paying for your tuition and cost of attendance.
Everybody's saying they need peace, they need love, they need happiness. Bitch, I need 30 bands right fucking now.
I want you guys to know the first thing that you should do when you are planning to go to nursing school, or even if you're already accepted into a nursing school, is research the cost of attendance. How much is it really going to cost you? Not just the tuition. There's a difference between cost of attendance and tuition. Cost of attendance includes everything like your books, fees, if you had to pay any out-of-pocket fees, like I had to pay for my background check, I had to pay for my drug test, I need to obviously buy supplies for school. I have not bought textbooks, but I can tell you I've spent a lot of money because I had to also buy scrubs, the uniform. So these are things that you would think of when you're looking at cost of attendance versus just tuition. Tuition could be light, not too bad, but when you start thinking of textbooks, if you need to dorming, if you need to have a meal plan, that meal plan, buying your scrubs to wear to clinicals because you have to have scrubs, that's not a negotiable thing, buying shoes, buying comfortable shoes to wear to your clinicals, buying your nursing kit, because most nursing schools have a set nursing kit that they have you purchase. If not, buying the items that you're going to need for your labs. That's a lot of money. So think about that. If you are someone who haven't accepted an offer to a particular nursing school, you're just starting to think about nursing school, this is something I want you guys to really research and be knowledgeable about as you're deciding. The next thing is thinking of financial aid. If you have not applied for FAFSA, it's still time to apply for FAFSA. They've extended the deadline to June 30th, I believe. Please make sure you guys are applying for FAFSA. Even if you get very little aid, something is better than nothing. If you don't want to take out student loans and you can afford it out of pocket, that is amazing. But if you can't, I would suggest applying for FAFSA. Federal student loans, their rate is always going to be lower than private student loans, so it's better to take out federal student loans than private ones. Private student loans, they'll give you all the money, right? They'll give you all the money. Interest rate are going to be really high. Federal student loan rates are usually below 7%, usually around 4, 5, 6%. Private student loans interest rate can be around 15, 18%. I think my one private student loan rate is around a 10 right now, and that's really high, guys. My federal loans are between 4 to 6 interest rate. If you are someone who have to take out private, make sure you do shop around. People don't know that you're able to shop around when you're looking at student loans. You don't just need to take out the very first one that you see and that you're offered. You can go look at different places that are offering you student loan. You are already accepted, you know what the tuition is, you know all of this information already, is start to budget. Even if you do plan to take out student loans, you still want to think about if you can pay back on those loans while you're in school. Definitely do that. It's going to make your life easier when you come out of school, because then you have less money. Also, when you're in school, interest is usually not accumulating on your loans. There are some rare exceptions. There are some rare exceptions to this rule, but generally, there is no interest accruing as you're in school. So if you're paying on it, that money is going towards the principal. And when the principal gets lower and lower, the amount that you're going to end up paying back, once you do start paying them back, is going to be less. And I'll say it again, make sure you are applying to scholarships. Make sure you're looking for grants. These are things that you should be doing because it's free money. If you get a grant, you don't have to pay back. It's not like a student loan where you do need to pay it back. Grants are just free money. So look for grants. Also, scholarships, look for scholarships. There are scholarships for like the craziest things, the most randomest things out there, guys. I've seen it, and I keep telling people, make sure you're looking for scholarships, because I've seen so many scholarships that are so particular. Like, it can be like, I saw one when I was looking for myself where it's like, you needed to have lost a family member during COVID who was like a first responder. And that's sad if you did lose a family member, but I know there's a lot of people that could apply to, right? Because a lot of people passed away, and if you lost a loved one who was a first responder, that's like easy money, because that's really the requirement. Like, I don't even think you need to write an essay or anything. That just needs to be the requirement. And there are like little scholarships too that's like, you just enter a drawing and you can win it. Like, the chance of you winning it might be low, but like, it doesn't hurt to try because you still have a chance. I personally have applied to probably over 10 scholarships for nursing school thus far, and I think I'm done applying. I think I'm done, guys. I really am tired of writing essays and just applying. But like, you know, the more you apply to, the better chance of you getting at least one of those. So apply, guys. That is really all I'm going to say. What I'll say is having a wish list and sharing it with your family, you know, your really close friends who you believe would help you in terms of like buying you something off of this wish list. This is something I did for undergraduate, and I'm also doing for nursing school. My mom actually threw me a party, like a trunk party is what you call it, where people can bring you items that you would need for your dorm room, that you would need for college. People can just give you money, gift cards. But this is really helpful in helping you, because then you don't need to buy as much stuff on your own for school. And you can literally go on Amazon and make a wish list. You can go on Target and make a wish list. I honestly say Target is a really good place to make your wish list, because Target has a great college section. Like, that's what I did for undergrad. For now, I just did on Amazon because I don't really need as much stuff because I'm not dorming. But if you are dorming and you need like beddings, like a mini fridge, like little furniture things, I would definitely suggest Target, because you can go in stores and you can add item to a registry and then share that registry with your friends and family. This is like something like, you know, if you have a large support system and people are very willing and able to give you things of that nature, would recommend doing that. I know not everyone have that, but if you do, this is a great thing to do. It saves you so much money because those little items add up, like an iron board, like these little items, you don't realize like how much money they are until you actually have to buy them and get them for yourself. Same thing with like when you're in school, like those textbooks, they add up. So if you can save money buying things for your dorm room and you can put all that money towards your textbooks instead, that's great. Next thing is your textbooks. For textbooks, try to rent your textbooks if you really, really need to have a physical copy, or you can even rent digital copies as well. If you're going to buy, I always recommend you buy the digital versions instead of the hardcover, because digital versions are always cheaper, and I think digital versions are better because if you have like an iPad or a tablet, you can usually write on the textbook on your iPad or on your tablet, which makes it very useful in my opinion. I like to write and annotate and highlight things If I have a physical textbook, I have to lug that around in my backpack all the time. But if I have all my textbooks on my iPad, all I need to really have is my iPad. And whether or not you usually have cell service, it usually does work on the iPad, so that's great. I will literally be studying on the train, guys, because all I need is my iPad, and I'm just like da 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 da, right? I'm not gonna pull out a textbook on the train to like study, you know. And odds of you like losing, forgetting it, it's a lot lower because it's all on your iPad, so you have it on you most of the time. As long as you have your iPad or your laptop, if you have it on your laptop, you're good. So I would always recommend getting the PDFs, a digital version versus a physical copy of your textbooks. And textbooks are expensive, especially like those bio textbooks, like anything like science. I don't know why, but their textbooks are always even more expensive. I don't know why. It's a thing. I believe it's a thing. The last thing I will say is don't buy unnecessary things. I know sometimes we're so tempted. We like see other people getting certain things and like, oh, that looks nice, that looks pretty. But if you know in yourself you're not going to use it or you don't need it, please do not get it. For my nursing students specifically, like I know everybody wants a Littmann stethoscope, but like if you cannot afford a Littmann stethoscope, please do not break your back, do not break your bank accounts trying to get this. Also, I know like there's been a lot of like, you know, the black girl nursing aesthetics with the Stanley Cup, with the bog bag. Kissing and hope they cut us, whether they like it or not. I want to show you up. If you can't afford those things, it is okay. Get what you can afford, guys. Like it does not matter. The aesthetics is not what's getting that degree for you. It's not what's gonna make you do well in the class. You need to make sure that you have what you actually need for your class. Everything else is just extra. And if you can afford it, go for it. I'm all here for it if you can afford it, if it's within your budget, if it's not going to break your bank account. But if you cannot afford it, you do not need it. Please do not kill yourself trying to get it. And I'm going to give you guys a little update for me about like, you know, how I've been planning to like budget for school and everything. So if you guys know, I work part-time. I actually just took on another part-time job, and I will be working these two jobs for the summer, literally because I am trying to save as much money before going to school, because once I'm in school, I'm only planning to work one of these part-time jobs, and that's mainly so I'll have money to cover my monthly bills. I also want to work two jobs in the summer so I can help put some money towards my tuition, because I'm not planning to pay my tuition. I will be getting some sort of help with that, but I still want to put as much money towards it as I can. Also, I need to save money for my textbooks and stuff as well. Like I'm saying, like these are things that I am also going to need to purchase myself. I have already purchased like some of the things I need for school. I have been gifted because I did have a wish list I shared with my family. If you guys want my wish list, I will have it in my description box, so you guys can get ideas of stuff I've had on my wish list. Some stuff has been purchased, so it's no longer on my wish list because my family members, bless their souls, have actually gotten me some of the items. Gotten like 4 items off my wish list so far, and I also didn't have a really big list. I kind of kept it small, and I also kept it like affordable prices. I try not to have anything over, I believe the most expensive thing on there was $50, so I really try to not put anything crazy expensive because it's a wish list, and if I'm asking people to buy these things, I'm not gonna be like, buy me some of this $300. Like, let's be real, if someone genuinely wants to buy me some of this $300, by all means go ahead. I'm not gonna say no. I'm not gonna say no. But I did try to be very reasonable with my list and the things I was asking people if they were willing to get me, you know. So I'll put the list in the description box so you guys can see and get an idea of things that I felt I need and were like more essential. There are a couple of non-essential things, but for the most part, these are things I genuinely would like to have for school. I can tell you the things that did come off. I got a backpack. I had a backpack on there. My aunt got me my backpack, which I was really happy. And then my cousin got me, like, I got underscrubs. You wear them underneath your scrubs. So they're just like thermals in a sense, because I get cold. And if I'm going to be in a hospital, in the clinical, even in the sim lab, it tends to be cold because of all the machinery. I need underscrubs to keep me nice and warm. And my school in particular, you can only wear white underscrubs. Like a weekly to-do list, because those things help to keep me on track. And what else? I got something. I got and I need, like, what's it called? The trauma shears. So like just like scissors and like pen lights. So those came together. So I also got those. Also, that is required by my school to have that. My mother, God bless her soul, got me my stethoscope. It is a Littman because my mom wanted me to have one of the best, you know, and she got me a case for it. If you guys want to see the stuff I've already received, let me know down below. I can definitely make a video showing you guys. I do want to do a haul towards the end of the summer. I have everything that I want for nursing school and like need for nursing school, because my nursing kit, I already paid for it, but it hasn't come yet. It's coming in August. So I will probably be making a video, just a haul of everything I got for nursing school. So I will do that. If you guys are interested in seeing stuff sooner than later, also let me know. I can just make 2 separate videos. I'm planning to work 2 jobs so I can really help to buy and pay for the things that I need. I've spent close to $1,000 already, guys, outside of like haven't paid tuition yet, and this is just on like supplies that I personally paid for that I need for school. And I've also been gifted things that in value is about, I want to say around like close to $300. So right, so like already right there, let's say around like $1,300 in things outside of tuition. So this is what I mean when nursing school is expensive and you really need to save. So if you're planning to go to nursing school, please start saving from now if you're planning. And if you are in nursing school, I wish you all the best of luck. Yeah, that's really all I have for this video, guys. I hope this video was of value to you guys. I hope you learned something, and I hope you take something away from this video. That is always my purpose on here. I'm sharing this information to help the next person, and I hope you guys gain something from this. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, for supporting me and supporting this channel. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.